Welcome everyone. In today's video, we'll be discussing on Azure AI Foundry and we'll be doing a hands-on in terms of how you can spin up models and use them for your practical use cases. Before we get into hands-on, let's first discuss on the basics of Azure AI Foundry. So Azure AI Foundry has evolved from 2023 till 2026 from Azure OpenAI to what it is known as Azure Foundry now. Earlier in the beginning, in Azure OpenAI, we had models which were specific to only OpenAI, which involves GPT-3, and then we had GPT-4, 4, then GPT-4o, then now we have GPT-5. We have other models which include O3. We have embeddings model from Azure OpenAI, and then we have certain models like image for image purpose. But now going forward in 2026 and late 2025, Microsoft have evolved from Azure OpenAI to Azure AI Foundry kind of a model where they are going beyond just OpenAI to other models, which include Grok, and from Grok to free series of Microsoft models and other Llama and other series of models. So now it has become more of a end-to-end platform or a framework where you can bring in your own models, or you can choose between 11,000 plus suite of models as per your use case, and you can host agents end to end with infrastructure as well as guardrails, security, as well as Microsoft reliability. Now, when we go forward and understand what kind of models or what kind of theme we have in Microsoft Foundry, it's every model, every use case in one platform. So we have OpenAI series of models which are available from the day one when they become available in the OpenAI. We have DeepSeek latest models. We have Mistral. We have Llama. We have XI Grok, Black Forest, and free series of model. So you have unified access which you can use to interact with different Azure services, as well as we can interact with the different systems. It's a scalable deployment and it's enterprise ready. As a default, Microsoft AI Foundry is a platform as a service kind of infrastructure, but you can also use it as an IaaS using the capabilities of Azure. So now, as I had mentioned, if we look at we deep dive into the models that we have in Azure AI Foundry, we have 11,000 plus frontier and open models, which include Azure OpenAI from OS to O3 to O4, GPT-4o, Image, Sora, GPT-4.1, E3, Whisper, and GPT-5 to Microsoft series, where we have free series of model, and BitNet, Magma, Aurora. We have DeepSeek, we have meta models of Llama, we have Mistral, we have Coherence, Hugging Face, NVIDIA series of models, which are quite famous nowadays for the physical AI capabilities and advanced GPU capabilities. We have a Stability, Brera, Becky, Databricks, Snowflake, Nistla, Industry Model, Core 42, Gretel, and a lot of others. So the crux of this is that you have a lot of series of models, and as per your use case and your customization that you need, you can use these in a single platform known as Microsoft AI Foundry now. Now let's discuss on how to spin up Azure OpenAI instance for you to deploy the models and use them. So you can go to the Azure portal and search in the up tab for the OpenAI. You will see two options here. One is Azure OpenAI and then the Microsoft Foundry, as I had mentioned earlier. The legacy version is Azure OpenAI, which focuses more on the OpenAI models. And then we have Microsoft Foundry, which has become more agentic kind of version of OpenAI, which has a lot of other capabilities apart from just using a model. You can have guardrails, you can have agentic monitoring, and a lot of other aspects there, which or the prompt flow, which is not present in OpenAI. We will have a separate video on this, but let's in this video discuss on how to spin up your model. So you go there and you search for Azure OpenAI, click on this. And once you click on this, it will take you to this particular section where you can click here on create, and it will again give you two options, as I had mentioned earlier. Uses Azure OpenAI models to create, test, deploy your AI solutions end-to-end, designs, customize, manage AI agents and model including OpenAI. So it has OpenAI, but it has a lot of other models also. So we will click on it, and once it is clicked, it will take us to this particular portal where we will have the subscription. I have hidden some information for the privacy sake, but subscription is this. The resource group will already be created for you. If it is not created first, you will need to create a resource group. For this, you should have a cloud hands-on. All right, but here you will enter the region, you will enter the name. So as per this name is not not as per the required format. So we will change it and we'll click on the next. When we have clicked on the next, we'll go to network. We'll select all networks, including the internet can access the resource. Tags will keep empty, and we'll come to this window where we have the resource group, east-to-west region. We have this name, and we have this pricing tier that is a standard SO, and we'll click on the create. Once we have clicked on the create, it will take around 2 minutes to spin up the module, and then it will take you to that resource, which is this. You can go to the resource and click on resource management and under that keys and endpoint. Here you can get the overall keys and endpoint for this particular OpenAI instance, right? So you can note them down for future purposes. And then what you can do is you can go to the overview tab, and here you can click on go to the Foundry portal. And this Foundry portal is like an AI studio, right? And here again, it has mentioned it, what I had mentioned to you earlier, that Azure OpenAI is limited to OpenAI models. Upgrading your resource type to Foundry gives you access to OpenAI plus third-party models like Meta, Mistral, XAI, and more. Build enterprise-grade AI agents using your data and tools, right? So yeah, let's, for now, we'll go with the OpenAI. And now once you click on it, it will open this particular portal for you, right? Here you will have your chat with the Foundry agent, which is already pre-built. It will have the sections here. Here it has subscription, API key, and all it is there for the base model. And here you have a lot of other aspects in terms of home, model catalog, chat, assistants, video, audio, and other aspects of it, right? What we'll do is we'll go to the deployment tab here and we'll click on deploy model. All right. Once you click on it, you will select the GPT-4o. You will select the standard here, and you will keep this default, and you will click on create in the bottom section. Once you have created on the create, once you have clicked on the create, it will open this window for you, where for this particular model, it will have the endpoint and the key. And then here you have options of using different languages and the SDKs. For now, we are going with Python and Azure OpenAI SDK. You can copy this, open in VS Code, and it will automatically give you the code and all for it, right? Now let's see how we can use this in the open playground. Let's click on it. And once we click on it, it will take us to the playground tab where we have a chat window. So what's the purpose of this? You can use this window to test how your model performs, how it is able to respond to queries before you go into the coding mode, right? And here what we have is in the top, we have view code. Once you click on it, you can get the code and with all the Python parameters and all. In the bottom, we have deployment. If you have more than one model, it will give you drop down. But for now, it's GPT-4 for us. This is the system message where you can define the main context of the agent in terms of your, here it has given you an AI assistant that helps people find information. And there are some hyperparameters. If you want to add your own data, then you can do it here. And then there are these hyperparameters. Let's see what's in these. So in the hyperparameters, you have, so here you can, as I mentioned, you can enter your AI assistant purpose, and then there are hyperparameters in terms of past messages. So past messages, how it helps when you are making calls, it will include those past messages to have better context into the current answer based on last 10 answer that it gave and what conversation went on. Maximum response. So let's say you are having higher payload and you want more detailed answers, you can increase it. Temperature is about how much difference or the, I would say, innovation or kind of imagination it can have in its responses. So if you have more temperature, more you will get responses. Each time there will be some different response, and the true essence of generative AI will be there. If you keep it minimum, then the responses will remain the same. They will not vary that much. You should not use both of these together. Either your temperature should be too much high, too much low for the stability, or app P should be higher, or it should be otherwise, but both of them cannot be used together. Frequency penalty and presence penalty are some of the hyperparameters. And then here you have this chat window. So let's see how we can use this. So what I have done is I have set these parameters, and what I have done here is I have told the topics summarize the basics of neuromorphic computing and physical AI. These are some of the recent terms in the AI space. So what it has mentioned neuromorphic computing and physical AI are cutting edge fields that aim to mimic biological processes to enhance computational efficiency and adaptability as a summary. So neuromorphic computing refers to design and development of hardware, software that emulate the structure function of the human brain. It has mentioned some of the points like brain-inspired architecture, uses artificial neurons and synapses, event-driven processing, energy efficiency and applications. And physical AI involves designing, building physical systems of a robot that exhibit the intelligent behavior similar to living organisms. So they have senses. These systems combine artificial intelligence, material science, robotics to create machines that can sense, act, and adapt to their environment. So we have bio-inspired designs, smart materials, embodied intelligence applications, right? So this is a quick overview of how you can use Azure AI Foundry, how you can spin it up, how you can deploy the models, and how you can start using it, right? Now let's touch upon one more aspect of it. If let's say you want to go ahead, I'll touch the basics of it. But if you in future you want to go ahead and understand how the new AI Foundry works, you can click over here and it can set it up for you. We will discuss further on that later in the later video. But yeah, the purpose of this video was to quickly walk you through as to how to use Azure AI Foundry, and I hope this has solved that purpose. If this video was informative for you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.